Today we're going to learn how to make the double crochet foundation stitch. This is the third video of 3 in this series. And why do I love this method? Well, it creates a flexible and clean edging, it works up fast, and I don't have to work into those hard to manage foundation chains. So let's start by comparing the original chain method with this foundation stitch method. So in these two samples, this is the old method where you just chain across the number you need and then you start working your double crochets back. And you can see here this nice woven look at the bottom. This is a foundation double crochet up here, and it gives you that nice little look of chained stitches across the bottom that match the top. So you can see there, it's a subtle difference, but this one is a little bit sturdier than this one. They each serve their own purpose depending on what project you're working on. Now for the how-to part. To work our double crochet foundation stitch, we first start by putting a slip stitch onto our hook. Then we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we wrap the yarn over the hook and we go back to the first chain that we worked. We go under the top loop and the bump at the back. So you have 2 strands lying over the hook there. Yarn over and pull through just those 2 strands. You have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through only one of those loops. You still have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2, and you've completed the double crochet. You now have 2 because your chain 4 at the beginning acts as 1 as well. So then we go yarn over and we go back to find the stitch we want to work into. It's lying right here, so you don't want it to be the last 2 loops or the second last 2 loops, it's before that. So we go under this nice loop here and under the loop behind it. It's always difficult to find it at the beginning. It will become more obvious as you work along. So you go yarn over, pull through just those 2 loops, and you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop only. You still have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. That completes your double crochet and you have another one. Yarn over your hook and let's go back. We don't want these 2 loops or these 2 loops. We want to go back to this one. So we go back under that stitch and the one behind it. And we go yarn over, pull underneath, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, still have those 3 loops, and now we complete the double crochet. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, and yarn over and through 2 more loops. So what you're doing here is creating stitches across the bottom and then completing your double crochets. So when we go yarn over and we go back to look for that stitch, they're now lying across the bottom. These are the ones you're working into. And this is your side, that is your double crochet. So we want to go back to the bottom. So you follow your double crochet down and there's the stitch on the bottom. So you go into that under both loops. Yarn over, pull the yarn through that only. Yarn over and pull through 1, so you've now created the next stitch that you will be working through after you complete this double crochet. Complete the double crochet by yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So now we'll go back and find that stitch down here at the bottom. Yarn over, so you're kind of twisting your work to look for it. And here it is at the bottom, lying at the bottom of your work. You want to go under both of those pieces of yarn. Yarn over and pull through only those 2. And then you're going to create the next stitch by yarn over and pull through only 1. That's the next stitch that you'll be working through. So you're creating these stitches with that yarn over, pull through 1. And those are the ones that you work into on the next stitch. Then you complete your double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you continue along until you have the number of double crochets that you need for your foundation. When you've worked the number of stitches required for your project, you will have the foundation chain and a row of double crochet worked at the same time. And you'd proceed with your second row just as you would normally. So you flip your work back up to the top as you've been working across the bottom, and you chain however many you need depending on what stitch you're working on, and you work your way back across for row number 2. If you're finding this bottom is pulling too tight, your foundation row, then I would suggest you go up half a size of a hook just for that foundation row, and then you can continue on with your regular hook size for the rest of your project. That way your bottom will have a little bit of give and it won't be puckering your work in. So enjoy making your double crochet foundation stitch. And if you're looking for the single crochet version or the half double crochet version, you can find the links for those in the description below. Enjoy, and thanks for joining me.